as we're heading up to WrestleMania, I thought I would actually make a DVD review. I'll do my preview of WrestleMania upcoming, probably tomorrow. I'll put all the full match card, the 8 matches currently announced for WrestleMania already. You can see on my channel, WWE WrestleMania 28 full match card has the pictures of what the matches are for this coming Sunday's WrestleMania. And one of the participants at WrestleMania will be The Rock. This is the new Rock DVD. I got it from silvervision.co.uk, arrived just today. This is The Rock, the epic journey of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This is more of a biographical one than the one they released in 2008, which is this The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. That is just a collection of matches, and I recommend that as well if you're a Rock fan. But certainly this DVD is certainly for those who are a fan of The Rock, part of Team Bring It, or Boots to Asses, whatever you prefer to call themselves. Because I know, speaking online to a couple of people, they prefer a couple of different names just now. But anyway, this is the new Rock DVD. It's said it's mostly more a biographical look at the man, Dwayne Johnson, and the character persona of The Rock. Disc 1 is the documentary. It's a 2-disc Blu-ray set, as you can see there, just right there, 2-disc set of the Blu-ray. I believe it's 3 or 4 disc on DVD. It's more biographical because on disc 1 there is the documentary about Dwayne Johnson, as it looks into his entire life, through from his childhood right through to his time in the CFL, Canadian Football League, which is American football in Canada, from his days in the University of Miami, right through to him deciding to become a professional wrestler, and it goes right up to almost the present day. It's just after Survivor Series 2011 when he teamed with John Cena, which is against the Awesome Truth, R-Truth and The Miz, which is actually featured on this DVD as well. The documentary lasts for 1 hour 55 minutes. It flows very nicely. Obviously it's something to watch if you're a fan of The Rock. It really does show his talent in the ring, out the ring. His vocal talents is amazing. As one of the guys that I grew up watching, it brings back a lot of memories. Fantastic talent he has. Shows you some of his hard work and dedication throughout the years. And it's certainly a very interesting look at the Rock character, how he became to be from his debut at Survivor Series, being Rocky Maivia, and being the babyface. So of course everybody knows the story that he was immediately booed. He was supposed to be a babyface in the WWE cheer, but everybody booed him, and die Rocky die chants and Rocky sucks chants. I know obviously a lot of wrestling fans know this story. And this takes certainly a very in-depth, like I said, 1 hour 55 minutes, a very in-depth look at the continuing advancements of the Rock character persona into what he has become today. Starting off, like I said, Rock Maivia, going into the Nation of Domination, and they talk about as an interview with Ron Simmons, talks about the Rock's time in the Nation of Domination, and it continues until of course he becomes he starts calling himself The Rock, and would like everybody to address him as such. And it's great. It's got interviews with the likes of Mick Foley, Triple H, Jim Ross, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, a few more people, including Pat Patterson, who's one of the guy who pretty much signed The Rock to a contract in the WWE. Certainly it's a great look at one of the biggest talents in the WWE. It's certainly a great look, I believe. The guy, you see his it's a fantastic talents. Obviously a lot of it's about the wrestling. It also shows you him moving into the movies as he did a few years ago, and it certainly shows you his talent. It shows some of the Saturday Night Live sketches that he was in. Some of his comedic talents are shown. It goes right, like I said, it goes right through his career, so you can see the serious bits about when Stone Cold Steve Austin was out for a whole year with injury. It shows you about the heated feud, really heated For the fans my age will remember that time between The Rock and Triple H, especially the ladder match, SummerSlam. It's a fantastic match, and of course it shows you also his comedic talents with Mick Foley as part of the Rock and Sock connection. It shows you his stuff. Obviously a lot of stuff that's been seen before on WTV when they used to. He was kind of associated with the WWE in them days partially, and it would also occasionally inter-promote with each other. So he would allow WWE cameras to be behind the scenes on his movie sets. On a occasion he was still under contract to WWE, and of course because he was still using the Rock name at that point. It shows you some of the behind the scenes stuff on him at the red carpet events, the premiere of his movies, on promotional junkets, and a lot of the stuff. It really is, I would say, and I'm trying to keep this not going on too much, but certainly if you are a member of Team Bring It, that I am, it's definitely a DVD. If you're not a fan of The Rock, because it's a profile of The Rock, it's very pro-Rock. There's not a lot of challenging. There's pretty much none actually. I don't know why you do this. It's not really behind the scenes political stuff. It's everybody, including Vince McMahon, of course. To be honest, The Rock is one of the guys who's never been involved in a huge scandal. There's never been people shocking behaviour from The Rock. There's never ever been any actual even suggestion of any bad behaviour, which is why he's one of the highly regarded and respected as one of the true greats. It certainly shows you a very interesting side of The Rock. Obviously it shows you some of the stuff that we've already seen, like I said, behind the scenes of his movies, some of the most famous photographs of The Rock with Andre the Giant as a small child, The Rock as a small child, not Andre, of course, and with several fairly classy Freddie Blassie with The Rock as a teenager, and some of the photos you can actually see in his I think it's actually quite a good biography book. I believe it's If You Smell What The Rock Is Cooking, it's called. I've got it somewhere. It's a good book. Obviously quite out of date now, and it's very good that it actually brings up to date. It actually talks about him leaving WWE, going to do movies, returning, the fans not liking it. It's a very in-depth look at the profile of the Rock character and the changes they made to the character over the years. But it's a very good set, 2-disc DVD set. What you get on this DVD set is that disc 1 is a couple of matches plus the 1 hour 55 minute documentary. The chapters, different like family tradition, totally Rocky sucks, honouring his family. Even talks about, of course, as you'll see, the match with Hulk Hogan. As you can see, actually I'll show very quickly. You see the 2 discs, Rock 1 and Rock 2. You see, you also get some matches on this DVD set. The matches you get are the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam '98 against Triple H. The triple threat cage match, The Rock versus Mankind versus Ken Shamrock on Breakdown. The Breakdown pay-per-view was in 1998. The I Quit match from the Royal Rumble '99 versus Mankind. A heck of a match that is, one of my personal favourites. It's so brutal. No Holds Barred match for the WWE Championship. The Rock versus Austin at Backlash '99. And you get you get more matches such as the World Tag Team Championship match, The Rock and Undertaker versus Edge and Christian from Raw in 2000. You even get The Rock versus Nature Boy Ric Flair from Raw. The Rock versus Hulk Hogan No Way Out 2003. And you also get The Rock concert number 2 from Raw, 21st of the 4th 03, and it talks about there's a few bits. You really do see actually the vocal skills of The Rock a couple of times during this DVD. It really has the highlights of The Rock's promos. A couple of times it breaks away and showing his varied vocabulary. His vocal skills is tremendous. it really does show you the talent of Dwayne Johnson. I've not had the pleasure to meet him, but certainly I would look forward to that. Certainly, if one day I meet him, it would be very good. It's good to see his talent. It really truly is a great in-depth look, like I said, at the progress of the character, the Rock character persona, and even of Dwayne Johnson himself. Like I said, it goes into movies. You do get a couple of Blu-ray extras, by the way, on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray extras are that the Rock challenges John Cena into a match at WrestleMania 28, Raw, the 4th of April 2011. And this actually began, just one point, the feud actually began when John Cena actually made comments in an interview for the Sun newspaper. Over here in the UK we have a newspaper called the Sun, for although any of us watching worldwide, there's a newspaper called the Sun, as in, you know, the big ball of fire in space, and SUN. John Cena actually made the comments to a guy that I kind of know, Rob McNichol, about The Rock, and that's kind of how the idea for this feud came about. John Cena made genuine comments about him, you know, people holding The Rock in this esteem, although, you know, we haven't seen him for 7-8 years at that point, but about 7-8 years, he even discusses that in the DVD, and John Cena made a couple of comments, and that's how the booking of the feud actually started. That's how it come about. So thanks to the Sun and Rob McNichol, I believe it's Joel Ross as well, the host possibly on that show, on that podcast, which I'm sure is still available somewhere. That actually started the feud. So you get The Rock challenging Cena. You also got The Rock's birthday celebration on Raw, 2nd of May 2011. You get, like I said, the Survivor Series match, The Rock and John Cena versus Awesome Truth, Never Before, Never Again. You get the full match, Survivor Series, November 2011. You also get a couple of bits about The Rock, Farmland, People's Elbow, Toy Chest, and The Rock Thanks New York City. There are a couple of little bits about The Rock on those. It's a very good DVD. I got it from silvervision.co.uk. They ship to UK. They are one of the UK's official WWE DVD Blu-ray suppliers. I would certainly say I got it for about £20. I think it was about £15-20. It's a very good. They, like I said, they ship to Europe as well, but they don't ship to the US. I've had that couple of questions about that before. They don't ship to the US. I think it's something to do with their licensing from WWE. Like I said, they are an official WWE supplier, been an official WWE DVD Blu-ray supplier for many years now. Work closely with WWE on the releases. Certainly recommend again the Blu-ray. You get excellent sound quality. The picture again is great. I watched it through my Blu-ray player and through the audio through my headphones and my stereo like I normally do. Very good quality, extremely great quality. Certainly, like I said, would recommend it if you are like me. You grew up watching The Rock. You're a fan of The Rock. Like I said, part of Team Bring It. I would not recommend it for Fruity Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles Junior. Unless you wanted to show them actually. Team Fruity Pebbles wouldn't recommend this at all, to be honest, because it really just shows the talent of The Rock, unless you want to show them the real talent of The Rock. And having people like Lance Storm on the one side of the ring, and a lot, like I said, Triple H, CM Punk, Mick Foley, Vincent McMahon, Jim Ross, many others, commenting of his talents of The Rock, it shows you certainly a lot of the great talent the Dwayne Johnson as a man has. Like I said, shows you a lot of his different talents. His break into the movies with The Scorpion King and The Mummy Returns, through to his current roles. It really is a great DVD. We recommend it only if you are a fan of The Rock, or like I said, if you're a young wrestling fan wanting to know what the big deal is about The Rock. Why is it all these older people? Because I know a lot of John Cena fans are obviously smaller kids, and teenage girls and so forth. But certainly I would recommend this for, especially for young fans. If fans remember, especially my age, I wouldn't even say I know all about the wrestling business. I would never say that, because I would never know everything there is to know about the business. But certainly, that's what, recommend this for the people who want to know some of the history of the business. And thanks to WWE Blu-rays and DVDs, we can get to see these profiles of these past superstars, including The Rock. Certainly looking forward to WrestleMania, which is happening this coming Sunday, April 1st at the Sun Life Stadium in Miami, Florida. Main event scheduled to be The Rock versus John Cena. You get some of the build-up on this Blu-ray DVD, also available set as well. As you can see, WWE HD Blu-rays, and a couple of extra Blu-ray. Really good DVD tour again. We thoroughly recommend it if you are a fan of The Rock. I wouldn't recommend it if you're not particularly a fan of The Rock. Like I said, it's very as an WWE profile DVD set is. It's extremely pro that particular superstar. So this is particularly pro The Rock.